Dolphins fans, I am Will Scott. Welcome in to Dolphins Today. On today's show, we're going to break down some winners and losers that emerged from rookie minicamp. The Dolphins held that in South Florida over the weekend. But first, just a special reminder that I am on Instagram. Be sure to follow me for more Dolphins content at Willie Fins. That is the handle right there, at Willie Fins. So go follow me on Instagram if you want more Miami Dolphins content. Before we get into the winners and losers portion of today's show, I wanted to note a signing that the Dolphins made yesterday. Cedric Ogbuehi, the former first-round pick, offensive tackle, signing with the Miami Dolphins. And what did I tell y'all yesterday before this went down, talking about the Isaiah Wynn signing, that the Dolphins were going to add more depth here even after bringing in Wynn. They did that with Ogbuehi signing a one-year deal with Miami. He is an 8-year veteran after being a first-round pick by the Bengals. Started 5 games with the Jets last year, a first-round pick in 2015 out of Texas A&M. So you add him to this offensive line. Taking a look at the updated depth chart, I have slotted him behind Austin Jackson on this depth chart. I think, and someone asked me about this yesterday, the percent chance he makes the team. I would say 40%, but with the experience he has, he certainly has a chance to make this team if he puts together a good training camp. But you have Isaiah Wynn, you have Teron Armstead, you have Ryan Hayes, Austin Jackson, now Cedric Ogbuehi. Those are the guys I'm looking at when I'm talking about tackles that could potentially make this football team. Potentially all 5 of them can make this football team if they want to carry more tackles and guards per se. Grade the signing, type A, B, C, D, or F down in the comments section. Grade the signing of Cedric Ogbuehi, who is a depth piece, let's be honest. He's just providing some depth here on this offensive line, but much like I said after they signed Bryce Thompson yesterday, the corner, you can't have enough depth at that position as well, the offensive line. The more offensive line depth that you have to protect Tua Tagovailoa, the better. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Now let's get into some Dolphins minicamp winners and losers, and we begin with Devon Achane, the Dolphins' third-round pick. Probably my favorite draft pick, and he has been showing out here for the Dolphins early on. Here is what he said about the experience thus far, and he actually put on some weight. Here's what he said. I always knew that I could gain weight. I just didn't have the full offseason to gain weight because obviously I was doing track. This is my first year not doing track, so I actually had the whole offseason to work out and be in football shape, so it kind of helped me with that. I'm a much smaller back than usual. I'm shorter. The line is big, so it's kind of hard for them to see. It's hard for them to tackle me as well because big guys, it's kind of hard to tackle small guys. So Devon Achane has been bulking up. That is why he is a winner here at Dolphins camp. He's certainly impressed in the first couple of days of camp. Our next winner is Cam Smith, the Dolphins' second-round pick, who, you know, a lot of us had mixed feelings about because the Dolphins didn't really need a corner, but I think Cam Smith is going to be really good, and you can just see the poise, the confidence that he had in the first couple of days of camp. The guy's going to be an absolute stud, and I think he's going to be really good for the Dolphins, and I think that was evident here at rookie minicamp. Which rookie are you most excited about? Let me know down in the comments section. Is it second-round pick Cam Smith? Is it third-round pick Devon Achane? Let me know down in the comments. Moving on to our next winner, it is seventh-round pick Ryan Hayes. And the reason that he is on this list is because he has been showcasing his versatility at rookie minicamp. And look, as a seventh-round pick, he's probably on the 53-man roster bubble. So the fact that he's also showing at minicamp that he can play guard in addition to tackle, he, of course, played right tackle at the University of Michigan, that's really going to help his chances of making this football team. And I do like Ryan Hayes' chances of making this football team. Again, I really like the value taking him in the 7th round. Before we get into our next winner, I want to shout out today's sponsor, NordVPN, and they are striving to make the internet a better place than it is today. It can be free from online threats, censorship, and surveillance. Get your online security package now by visiting nordvpn.com/DolphinsCS. Get 4 months for free by using that link in the description and comments section when you purchase the NordVPN 2-year plan. So here is what NordVPN is going to provide you, right? First and foremost, online protection. Also, when you're traveling, you can set your location to your home so you can enjoy your content when you are traveling as well, the content that you're enjoying in the comfort of your home. Also, stay safe from malware. Plus, it is the fastest VPN on the planet. I can promise you that. All of this is as simple as a click. Choose your location and click connect. NordVPN won't track you or share what you do online. Your data is always protected by next-generation encryption. Get started now. Click the link in the description or comments. That is nordvpn.com/DolphinsCS to get 4 months for free of NordVPN and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Shifting gears to our next winner now. It is Aubrey Miller, the UDFA from Jackson State. I was a little bit surprised to see him go undrafted, and I'm really excited about him. Omar Kelly, a longtime Dolphins beat writer who was at camp, said he's got some pop in his game. And yeah, he's pretty undersized for a linebacker, but that doesn't seem to matter when you're talking about Aubrey Miller. He really impressed and was probably one of the best defensive players that we saw here at Dolphins minicamp, as well as Mitchell Agunde. From the U, can he make the Dolphins roster? I think we're all rooting for him. Here's what Kelly said about him. Mitchell Agunde physically stands out among the outside linebacker prospects. This 6'4", 242-pounder moves pretty well when compared to his rookie peers, New Mexico State's Lazarius Williams and Nebraska's Garrett Nelson. The former University of Miami standout was coached by Hall of Fame Dolphins pass rusher Jason Taylor last season. The former UCLA transfer recorded 39 tackles, 21 solo tackles, with 4 sacks and 1 forced fumble in the 12 games he played. So Mitchell Agunde, it's going to be an uphill battle to make this Dolphins roster. The Dolphins do have some depth at the linebacker position, but Mitchell Agunde, according to Omar Kelly, really impressed in minicamp. We're certainly rooting for him to make this team, as well as Aubrey Miller. I think both of those guys, it'd be awesome if they were able to make this football team. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're continuing to get you guys Dolphins content even during the offseason. Plus, we go live every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, so be sure to join us for our live show this Thursday. Let's get into some minicamp losers now, beginning with Austin Jackson, because during Dolphins minicamp, they signed Isaiah Wynn, and then right after minicamp, they signed Cedric Ogbuehi. So you're looking at this offensive line right now, not to mention Ryan Hayes looked good at minicamp. Austin Jackson, I just don't know what his future in Miami looks like after some recent moves that the Dolphins made. UDFA Tackles, another loser here, probably because of the Isaiah Wynn and Cedric Ogbuehi signings. I doubt any UDFA offensive lineman makes this team, honestly, after the signings that they made. In fact, you did see some UDFA linemen get cut. We'll get to them in a second. But I do not feel great about some UDFA offensive linemen making this team. I'd say bubble linebackers as well might be in jeopardy here because of how good Mitchell Agunde and Aubrey Miller looked here during camp. Taking a look here at this Dolphins linebacker depth chart, Cameron Good is a guy that might be on the roster bubble. I doubt any of the second line guys might be on the roster bubble, but a guy like Cameron Good, we'll see if he has a shot here to make this roster. But Aubrey Miller and Agunde have certainly impressed. And then the draft critics here are a loser. Honestly, probably myself included, because I did not really like the Cam Smith pick when it first happened, because we were thinking offensive line, we were thinking tight end. They go corner, but the Dolphins have addressed the offensive line here in recent days, obviously signing Isaiah Wynn. So they filled that hole at right tackle. Cam Smith is going to be a stud. I feel better about the Dolphins draft right now than I did on draft day. Has the Dolphins draft grown on you? Type Y for yes or type in for no down in the comment section. Let me know, has the draft grown on you? And then, of course, the 3 guys that got cut are obvious losers here from minicamp. Jarrett, Horst, Alex Jensen. Jensen was a offensive tackle from South Dakota. So I just mentioned that, these UDFA offensive linemen probably not going to make the team. And sure enough, a couple of them get cut here. DJ Scaife, probably the most notable cut that the Dolphins made after minicamp. He was a standout at the University of Miami. Really rooting for him. So sorry it did not work out in Miami, but we certainly wish the best for Horst, Jensen, and Scaife. But when they made these moves, I had a couple people hit me up on Twitter saying, Will, this seems like Miami's going to do something in the future, in the near future. And sure enough, they signed Isaiah Wynn about 24 hours after these guys were cut. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Dolphins News. Again, we're going live Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time.